Hey guys, it's your boy Kurt and welcome to my Raw Results video. Raw was good. Was it better than last week's? No, it wasn't as good as last week's, but it has moments. It really did have moments. Uh, Raw starts off with a match between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. Which ended in a double disqualification, and the two had to be separated. Um, but Daniel Bryan demanded the match be rescheduled for later in the night, which it was, and as voted on by the WWE Universe on the WWE app, it was a street fight, but I'll get to that later in the night. Next match was Sheamus and Christian taking on Team Rhodes Scholars, Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes. Sheamus and Christian picked up the win. Next was a Divas match between Caitlyn and Xana. Caitlyn picked up the victory, and after the match, AJ Lee came out dressed as Caitlyn. And her and Biggie started to make jokes about the prank they pulled using Biggie to fake that Caitlyn had a secret admirer. And it was comical, but I really think Layla should have left Caitlyn go attack her, because Caitlyn, you could see she was trying to go and attack AJ, but Layla wouldn't let her try and let cooler heads prevail. If you ask me, just let them fight. Next match was a match between Chris Jericho and the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. Chris Jericho picked up the win via disqualification. He had Del Rio in the walls of Jericho, and then Ricardo Rodriguez attacked Jericho with the bucket, causing the disqualification. Then Ricardo continued to beat Jericho down with the bucket, which led to Dolph Ziggler coming down to attack Alberto Del Rio, eventually hitting him with the zigzag. And Chris Jericho got rid of Ricardo Rodriguez with a code breaker. And then Ziggler and Jericho had their own little mini confrontation, but probably based on what happened on SmackDown. Ziggler just Jericho walked past Ziggler, but Ziggler felt, he had to get his revenge because Jericho hit him with the codebreaker on SmackDown. So Ziggler returned the favor by hitting the zigzag on Jericho. So, yeah. And Ziggler's been medically cleared for Money in the Bank, so him and Del Rio will battle it out for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. The next thing that happened on Raw was the cover of WWE 2K14 was revealed. by Jerry Lawler and Big Guerrero and Brad Max. There's a competition where you can create your own alternative cover. And it'll be, and the winner will have their thing. Their cover with the real one, in case you don't like the real cover. The true cover was of the People's Champion, The Rock. And it looks like a good game. Vicky Guerrero showed her alternative cover, which was the McMahons and Triple H. Triple H, Stephanie, and Vince. And Brad Max also showed his own alternative cover, which was himself, CM Punk, and WWE Champion John Cena. Next was a match between the Great Khali and the returning Ryback. Ryback picked up the win when he hit Khali with Shell Shock. John Cena has a promo where he discussed Mark Henry's Academy Award-winning performance. Henry would reveal later in the night he has been nominated for an Academy Award because of his brilliant promo fake retirement speech last week. Cena's that Mark Henry brought disgrace to the likes of Shawn Michaels and Edge and Ric Flair, who had to make real retirement speeches, and he should be ashamed. And well, does he have to be ashamed? We shall. He doesn't think so, because later in the night he would come out and say he doesn't. He's not sorry. He wouldn't apologize. All he cares about is becoming the WWE champion. And he said he is going to come home, but he said he's going to come home as the WWE champion. Next match was a triple threat tag team match to become the number one contenders for WWE Tag Team Championships, currently held by Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns of the Shield. It was the Usos, Tons of Funk, and 3MB. The Usos picked up the victory, after which the Shield came down through the crowd. They didn't come all the way, they just stopped about halfway down the stairs from there. That's in the stands where the crowd are. They just held up their titles respectively. And it wasn't just the tag champions, Dean Ambrose, US champion, was there as well. Next thing was CM Punk confronting Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman denied having anything to do with Brock Lesnar or attacking CM Punk. Punk said he will be coming for Brock Lesnar, so a match with Brock Lesnar is gonna be happening soon, but it won't be at Money in the Bank. I'll get to that in just a second. But Heyman said he didn't have anything to do with it. They hugged up him and also mentioned that he wanted to one day walk to the ring again with CM Punk when CM Punk is WWE champion. And once again, Punk was then in action against Darren Young, and he picked up the victory with the Anaconda Vice. But after the match, the Primetime players, both Primetime players, started attacking him. And then Paul Heyman's newest client, the Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel, was sent down to help Punk. And you could see Punk didn't appreciate that at all. Well, Heyman said, it was just because it was 2v1. He fought Curtis Axel, help him get back on Punk's good graces. Then Stephanie McMahon would say to Ricky Guerrero that Ricky Guerrero hadn't announced who was going to be in the WWE Championship Money in the Bank briefcase. Money in the Bank ladder match. The one for the WWE title. And Guerrero said, she was a bit busy. Raw was. She was a bit busy, being pulled again in 3 different directions by Mr. McMahon and Triple H. But Stephanie said, "Don't worry, I'll announce the Money in the Bank ladder match," and she did, and it's one hell of a match. This is, without a doubt, the greatest Money in the Bank ladder match ever. It will be. Every one of these men are either a former WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. So that is an amazing ladder match. And if you don't know who the lineup is, here we go. It's going to be CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Christian, Sheamus, Kane, Randy Orton, and the returning Rob Van Dam. Yep, those 7 superstars will compete for a contract and a shot at the WWE Championship. That is an amazing lineup. That's an amazing match. You have a lot of interesting factors to take in. 4 of the men in the match have won a Money in the Bank before. CM Punk has actually won it twice. Daniel Bryan won the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's how he became the World Heavyweight Champion. Rob Van Dam, of course, won the Money in the Bank briefcase back at WrestleMania 22 in Chicago, Illinois. And when we actually got the night CM Punk first appeared. And Kane won the World Heavyweight title and the Money in the Bank briefcase in the same night a few years ago. Oh. And also, Christian is in this match, and Christian knows a lot about ladders. That is to be sure. And Sheamus and Randy Orton have been in Money in the Bank before. So it is definitely gonna be the greatest Money in the Bank ladder match of all time. I'm just wondering who's gonna be in the world title one now. There's nobody left. There's nobody left for the world title Money in the Bank briefcase match. I will tag along top that. He can't. There's nobody to put in. I guess he could put in a little of new. But where's the fun in that? Anyway, my main event was the street fight between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. And that's put on by WWE Universe, because Daniel Bryan had, like I said before, demanded that the match be redone later in the night, and Vicky Guerrero granted the match, and Mr. McMahon said the match shouldn't go ahead. Triple H said that it should go ahead, and the WWE Universe should pick stipulation. That's what Vicky Guerrero went with, and the WWE Universe picked a street fight. I would have really thought they would have picked False Count Anywhere. Although, if it was False Count Anywhere, it would have been over earlier. But the result would have been the same. Daniel Bryan picked up the victory. He used the Singapore cane to force Randy Orton to tap out to the no law. Randy not really that innovative. I mean, that's happened before. I mean, John Cena did something like that when he faced Randy Orton in a I Quit match there a few years ago. So, yeah. That is, that's what happened on Raw. And the possibilities are endless. What is gonna happen now? Money in the Bank is really shaking up. There's the world title matches confirmed. One of the Money in the Bank briefcase matches is confirmed. John Cena, Mark Henry, Chris Jericho, Ryback. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. That match was set. I totally forgot about that. Ryback went into Vicky Guerrero's office a bit after his match with the Great Khali and started complaining about how he wasn't in the Money in the Bank briefcase match, or how he wasn't facing John Cena for the WWE Championship. And then Chris Jericho said, why am I not in the briefcase match? I want to be a 7-time world champion. And, but Vicky Guerrero said no. Oh, here's what you're going to do. You're going to face each other at the Money in the Bank. Neither of you will get a chance to become WWE or World Heavyweight Champion. So, in the comment section below, what do you think of Money in the Bank so far? What did you think of Raw? Leave all those comments in the comment section below. And until next time, this has been your boy Kirby Bros. Wonders. Please like, subscribe, and peace.